So I'm going to try out my Stamsorc in here for the first time, and we're going to see how it goes. I'm trying to make an easy mode build so people can get through it and get the weapons they need. I just threw it together. I know where I'm going. Yeah, literally I've never been in here on my Stamsorc, but what I did end up throwing together was 2 Chuden. I don't have the correct traits or anything. Twice Point Star, all divines. That way I can run the Lover Mundus and the Lord. So I have tons of health, and then I got Vicious Ophidian for sustain. I'm using the Maelstrom bow because I don't have the Vicious Ophidian bow, but any bow will work. Pretty much standard CP setup. And yeah, you can see on my bars here I got Crit Surge and Vigor. That way I heal myself when I do damage, and then I can pop this to keep myself going. I have plenty of sustain going. Right now I have 1955 stam recovery, plenty of weapon damage, plenty of crit. Resistances are high, so this should be fairly easy. I'm not a Maelstrom expert though, so I've done this on 2 characters before. That would be my Mag Blade and my Stam Blade. Actually, I've done it on my Mag Warden too. Mag Blade's pretty easy. Stam Blade can be tough, but I'm most comfortable with that class. So this will be the 4th character clear, hopefully. Let's get Tuck. I'll be right back.
Do you suppose this one has what it takes? Contain your hopes, but let's find out.
Okay, let's get this going.
It's cool.
Let's see if I can remember how to play this second character. One good tip in here is if you don't move when you go into the next stage, it won't start as soon as you move. That's when everything will go, so if you need to change your gear, you can just do it right at the beginning of the stage. And usually I play melee, so I kind of like to keep these guys moving into my dots. So I'll just put my dots in one place, that way I don't have to keep recasting them. And if they're ranged, just like the backup so that they come into my dots. I need to change something in my settings. I've played this character for a while. I like to save my ult, a big burst ult generally, like the suck, let my dots fall off. But a big burst ult like that for some bosses. Yeah, there we go. Gotta remember to keep up my crit surge and not use this character. One of these Stamsorc experts will probably be mocking when I play. Definitely is doing plenty of damage, so, and I mean I let all my heals fall off. I know it's round 1 though, so. mainly I'm just saving my ult. Because I know that there's going to be some bigger dudes coming up. I like to save them just to blow them where you need them. Makes this whole dungeon easier.
That challenger approaches. Release the defenders.
Cut that range dude in here. Yeah, I don't even need to pop figurehead this time. That's crazy. As long as crit surge is up. You can see my stam, like I'm constantly casting, and it's just not going down. Health is constantly high, like pretty much easy mode. That's what I wanted. Here comes the boss. Buff up. And I'm gonna grab my ult right away. Let's go ham on this motherfucker.
No! We killed the mortal!
Yeah, so I'm pulling like 40k on him, which isn't bad at all. It's enough to get through the dungeon. It's not the best DPS. But it's not the idea of the build. The idea of the build is to make it easy and survivable so you can get through it and get the weapons you need. Not for pushing for score. And if you need to use all these things, the synergies, sigils that pop up here, like, use them. Make it easy for yourself so you can get the weapons. If you're not pushing for score, there's no reason not to use them. So, first round down. 8 to go.
We have a challenger! Activate the automata!
I like to actually move right across the way here to the opposite side of where you start on this round. And I generally like to stay close to the wall. That way you'll only get hit by this one there. And if you're paying attention slightly, you can avoid it too. But if you stand in the middle, you can get hit by like all three at the same time. It's no good. That's why I like to stick to the wall generally. Dodge should take care of that dude. I'm just gonna throw poison injection on these.
This combatant can't take much more of that. I'll wager that will leave a mark.
Yeah, with crit surge this is pretty easy. Like if I'm falling down a little bit, like just one bigger and I'm like at full health, it's working pretty good. I'm like running through these things like crazy, it doesn't matter. Who needs shields? I got plenty of stam recovery too, like I'm already getting the hang of this. Is like I'll kill these twos and then just refresh my buff before the next round. So refresh. This is gonna be iffy. We'll see. Yeah, got him pretty low. Oh, I thought I was on my back bar. I'm I'm like running inside of the thing. It just doesn't matter. It's literally like running in that blade the whole time and it just didn't take any damage. I'll let this guy run over here. Okay, my dots will just stack. Die already. Easy peasy. Yeah, this build's pretty tough. Pretty tough as in hard to kill. Survivable. Another tip, if you like struggling and dying a lot, you don't have to resurrect here. You can lay shrine and just keep going back through the portal to save you some soul gems, but not a big deal. This is probably the first tough stage that I struggled with in this place my first time around. And again, I generally just like to kite everything to one island. Put my dots down, range down, the guys that aren't coming. Just keep my dots down over there. Kill these stranglers when they spawn, otherwise they end up slowing you down. Yeah, with your dots down here, like, I'm like itching my nose, not really paying attention, they're still like melting. So I'll burn my ult on this big dude. Throw a vigor out even though he didn't need it. Pretty easy.
Behold, vile monstrosities, imported for your entertainment.
That witch bitch, I guess she's not a witch. The serpent will say enough of your insolence or whatever. She'll start throwing lightning down, so just keep your feet moving. Guess I'll just switch to this island since I'm here. Buffs back up. Here's a champion and I'm casting Vigor constantly because I'm pressing the wrong button. Yeah, like my health isn't even going down, just like letting these guys beat me. I don't really like where I have Vigor on my bar, but whatever. I keep pressing 1 to like put running slashes on him, but Vigor's there right now. Just running through the poison. Oops, I burned my ults. I didn't mean to do that. I'm letting my buffs drop off, messing up the rotation, and it doesn't seem to matter much. Health's going down a bit. I'm getting hit all over the place, messing up everything. Slowed and still managed to get through that. That's pretty bad, actually.
The climax approaches.
Yeah. You can always grab these things. I'm not going for score. Let's make it easy. Ideally, I'd like to have a ultimate hip to start this fight, but it'll work here too.
At the Queen's command, kill!
I'm just trying to burn her to see what kind of survivability this has. Normally, if you're having trouble, you can just kill those ads as they come up. Yeah, I just burned her. I need to worry about a thing.
That's how it's done. Well played.
I don't know where all the spawns are in this place either. I'm getting batted around. Can use this setup on a Stamblade too. It's pretty easy. I'm more comfortable with Stamblade as well. But you definitely have to cast Figure a lot more. Sure you try and kill those little guys when they come up, or they'll shield up and shoot AoEs out at you the whole time. Guess it's kind of a tutorial too. Yeah, let one go. Got him right before. That's good. Yeah, stand in your AoEs. It's kind of nice. I thought that was the boss. Burn my ult on their own, dude. It's nice having VO on as well, especially on a Stamsorc with Hurricane and VO. Look how fast I am. It's insane. Super helpful to run away from shit if you need to, or run to shit if you need to. Pick up the sigil, why not? Good. Not pushing for score. If you want to push for score, then I'd recommend not using any sigils. Using crit pods, not running a highly defensible build, and just trying to push the content as fast as possible. That's all the time. And not dying. I let a couple of these sentries go because it suck. See if I can fill up the whole room with them. Here's the boss. So I like to cast my dots in front where he's gonna be, and then I just stay with him in the circle, let him run through the dots. As soon as he's out, recast him in front of him. DPS is a little slow on this, but it's not bad. And then while he stays, I'm going to drop my dots. I like to just run in the other direction. And do like one lap, clean up some of the ads here. And just wait for him to start moving again. Put your dots down, drop my ult. Yeah, DPS is a little slow. That's okay. It's enough to get through it. Confident. So this stage, there's a lot of range things. So I tend to learn where a lot of these range guys spawn and just take care of them right away, because I've been doing it mainly on a melee character. So it helps just kind of get the range guys out of the way and kite the melee guys. I totally forgot about this. Those archers hurt like a motherfucker. Werewolf dude. Drop this. Oh.
Now you die.
I mean, with ballista and dropping your ult and just going crazy at the right times, you can take care of the ads you need to. It's pretty good for that, at least. Sustained damage, I don't know. Little dodge roll there to help my health go back up. Where's this guy going? Of course you're going back where I came from, dickhead. Throw my dots in. It helps the kite in this one a lot too. You can just... Oh, crit surge is off. And this guy doesn't like to kite, he'll just stand in the middle, so I'll go with him. If you let those guys get their induction off, they'll destroy these islands. This isn't good. There's gonna be a couple of range guys coming, so usually I start on the other one almost every round. Crit surge, something's off. Shuriken. Gotta go get the troll. Use a Dawnbreaker, why not? So there's a few range guys coming. So I'll preemptively pop a Vigor. I'm going to take quite a bit of damage. So far so good. Again, I like to start over here. A lot of times the archers start from over here. Oh. I was back a phase. I'm further along than I thought I was. Let's take this sigil, why not? And they respawn every time. So there's the defensive one, the one with the shield, is probably the strongest one. It reflects all the projectiles back at them, so not only does it help you stay alive, it does damage at the same time. So it's my favorite one to get. So you can kind of plan certain stages that you notice you're taking a lot of damage and you need some help with. So you gotta watch this guy's health. Don't mind my battling. Should be the last round. So I like to save this island over there for the last one, because the last phase ads go over there, so you give yourself a little buffer for room. So I tend to run back and forth between those two islands. So 90%, you'll see ads spawn up. One of them's an archer. Try and kite that bitch into my dots. 75% he's gonna get mad and destroy an island. I'd rather him destroy this one. Just kinda taking this boss slow. It's a pretty controllable fight, actually. So he's gonna run the closest island and destroy it. Now we'll get some ads. Just saving the ults for the end there. So I'm gonna try and burn him like I normally do. See, this helps right here if you're having trouble with this stage to grab this defensive one. There's a lot of damage coming out and a lot of it's range, so it'll help you kill these guys with their projectiles. So now he's in his last phase and I can just try and burn him. Get him in my dots. Go ham on him. So the combination of using this island, because the last ad phase spawn over there by those guys in that arena, grabbing a defensive sigil and running over here, they have to run further to get to you. You can drop your ultimate and just like destroy the boss before they get to you. It's helpful. Sustained DPS isn't that great right now, so the last boss here might be a little hairy because I'm not gonna get a huge burn on her, but I don't think it should be a big deal. The main thing is getting these statues uncovered and just leaving one up until the end. That way you can just uncover the last one, it'll stun every ad in the room, including the boss, and you can just sit there and go crazy on her and get a really nice big burn. Hear that lightning coming, just keep your feet moving. These guys right here are what you wanted to destroy next to these statues. If they die when they're not next to the statue, they'll drop a synergy that you can pick up and throw at the statues. So now when you see little spiders, you just go to the light. One that might disappear, I like to do a little dodge roll. You'll dodge any attack that happens to get through. See, this is the synergy. You can just pick it up and throw it, although I missed because I suck. Throw it at the statues. I'm not really paying attention to him. You got a long time to get him to full. I don't use him during the fight at all except for the last boss. Make sure you interrupt the archers. It's a one shot if they get that off. Not sure if you can dodge it or not. I don't think you can. Okay, let's not miss this time. There we go. Okay, kill these spiders. They'll try and web those back up. Get to the light when you see the little spiders. They'll kill you very, very fast. I think this is the last part of this round. I love that. Swatching my stams constantly, trying to go back up. BO is like the set to use in here. If I use any other set, it's always paired with VO in here. Sustain is so important in this place. So, little spiders, look for the light. I destroyed all of them, I suck. Well, we'll have to do that all over again before the last boss. No biggie. Still got time. Like I said, I'm definitely not a vMA expert. So let's kill one of these guys real quick. That way, if those little spiders come, we have something to run to. If they're all webbed up, you'll have no light to run to, and yeah. I dropped my ultimate right when he did that. I was just thinking that too. Doesn't he drop any kid? Well, yes. Yes, he does. That is definitely easy compared to like Stam Blade. It's the lack of not having to hit Vigor, and it gives you a lot of leeway. Just kind of space out a bit. So I heard that lightning, keep your feet moving. I need one more web, I'll kill him by this one. Alright, let's burn this void lurcher. The void launcher. I think I'll have another boss coming up here shortly. There he is. Getting hit pretty hard. So let's just grab this sigil. Like I said, that reflective one is like the defensive one with the shield on it. It's like a savior if you're having trouble in this place. That one will definitely help you stay alive. So this is the last pull, I believe, before the final round. So I'm going to make sure that I have an ult ready. Make sure that I have one of those things still webbed up. And ideally, you can have like this dude running around. He'll probably die here. But like right when the boss comes up, you can stun her like that. Throw my ult. And just get a really nice big burn on her. Do what you can. Make sure my buffs don't fall off because I'm not doing the best damage here. But it's definitely enough to get through it for sure. And make sure you interrupt that. Yeah, definitely easy. I mean, it's enough DPS. I'm not like melting it before she can wake up, but I don't need to. I think like on my Stam Blade, like with a massive burst, I was doing like 90 or something with the ballista, and I just like melted her before she woke up. But that was in full DPS gear with crit pots, and yeah, I don't know, it might have been more than 90, I don't really know, but then again though, I get like slapped twice and I die, so it's kind of a trade-off. Remember to avoid these mushrooms. Good trick, you can actually run through it and dodge roll to get rid of them like that without getting hit by the poison. If you do get hit by the poison, you'll want to come to one of these things and cleanse it. You'll die really quick if you don't. But surprisingly, it doesn't do as much damage with shooting on and having your resistances this high, so, and having a higher health pool. So even the mushrooms are easier with this. Ooh, didn't notice that guy winding up to unchat me. They like to go invincible and throw their little temper tantrum. Get bigger. Get big. They're pretty easy though. Make sure you kill these guys. They'll make all those mushrooms explode and they'll just keep respawning them and exploding them until they're dead. So poison bitch is on the other side, trying to avoid mushrooms so we can get to her and kill her. I don't like that one in the middle, so I'm going to get rid of it. Looks like poison bitch is coming back. Watch out for the mushrooms when you know she's coming. Temper tantrum. There we go. Silly trolls, little children, toddlers, big hairy toddlers. So another one. Oh, never mind. I thought that was a poison thing. It's fine right on it. There you are. Alright, this one, it'll be helpful. There's two archers that spawn. So this guy not taking damage. I didn't know that they didn't take damage while they're by that poison. Interesting. Anyway, you kind of want to kill these archers at the same time, because when one of them gets to around half health, take care of this. And then this. Well, one of them gets to half health, this big lizard will spawn. Right there. Does an ass load of damage. So normally you want to kill them at both sides. I got unlucky with placement of those mushrooms, and something came up, so it kind of prevented me from killing him. You got to watch out for this big induction he does. Don't get hit by those lightnings. They do a lot of damage. Don't get hit by that. And yeah, he can be a bitch. He hits really hard, so just be careful with him. I kind of was sloppy about that dude, but we got through it. No death, so... So, on this next pull, after you get the lizard, you'll get progressively more venom shots, the archers, as they spawn. So now we'll have, I believe, another one, and then we'll have 3 that come up at the same time. So I like, if you're not going for a score, you can just wear the defensive ultimate, or defensive sigil right now. So 3 will spawn, you can just grab this sigil, and all their stuff will reflect back at them. You don't even have to worry about taking any damage from them. They end up killing themselves. It's kind of nice. But that can, if they all come up and hit you and you're squishy, you can actually die like right away from it. So we got 2 trolls, temper tantrum trolls. Just take care of this venom collar. Get my dots back on. Hurricane, crit surge. Anybody's familiar with this Stamsorc will probably do way better than I am too, because I'm pretty rusty with her. Alright, here's the boss. I'm gonna get rid of this. Ah, that sucks. Bad timing. So you'll see these bubble guys come up. I'm gonna kill the one that's close to him. And now we're gonna run to the other one and stand in their bubble. That's a good time that you can just stay ranged. Get your ult off, get buffed back up, just put some damage into the boss, and get ready to kill this little Argonium Minder here. And now we're just going crazy on the boss, kill the Minder when it comes up. Should be coming up any second here. There it is. But we're not buying any poison, we should be good. Now those, my DPS is a little slow, so those miters might come back up. And I'm right next to mushrooms, so I gotta be careful. I'll get my ultimate here, just cast it. Not even gonna worry about these dudes, I'm just gonna blast them. This might prove to have been a bad idea. Let me just kill him. So I'm gonna die, because he's gonna end up killing this dude. Never mind, I got so fucking lucky there. If the minder is right next to that boss like there, and he starts screaming and he's in their bubble, he will kill them. And then you're outside of the bubble, and then you die. I ended up just killing him at a ridiculously lucky time. So either way, we're through it. It's downhill from here. This phase, being a stage 4 vamp, would kind of hurt, but this character is not a vampire. I don't think. No. So you want to watch the King Golds. They're these Magicka Dragon Knight looking characters, like the Flame Shapers in Hellrot Citadel. These guys right here, they will throw their hands up in the air and they need to be interrupted. They do a shitload of damage. Or you can just burn them before they do it. Now if you have the DPS, you can just burn through their heals. Obviously I suck, I don't, so you can interrupt them. And then when you get the boss that comes out, you just destroy this thing right here, and it'll make the boss vulnerable. So I'll put my dots on it and just get ready to go crazy on the boss because he gets stunned for a second. He does do a lot of damage actually, so make sure you got your heals up, or your crit surge, or whatever you got that you're using. So that's round 1. You'll see a couple extra rounds right up here. There's a King Gold behind me. Forgot about that dude. I just saw the flame shoot out, so kinda it's a good reminder. Alright, so let's take care of some of these flame atronachs while my dots take care of that statue. Just avoid the big dork in the center for a little bit. And I'm going to drop my ballista on him when it goes down. Right now.
The challenger approaches. Release the defenders.
Let's see here. So I wasn't sure if there's a King Gold here. I'm just kind of playing it by ear. I don't remember where all the drops are. Having this extra AoE damage from Hurricane is really nice as well. Just passively dying. And there should be a King Gold here, yeah. Okay, so the ads are down. Got a ballista ready for this boss. Put my trap down and burn him. Keep your buffs up for healing. Probably the most important thing in here is your shields or your healing. It's crucial. You want to stay alive. It's a lot of damage going out. So I like to start over here on this pull. I do remember this one. Here, I'll describe the synergy. It'll make it easier. Because there's 2 King Golds that spawn, so you can just kill one of them real quick. That way you only have to worry about one, you can get right on them and interrupt. Well, you can get uppercutted too, that helps sometimes. This guy's a bitch. He actually hits really hard and he chains you into his banner and he's an asshole. So be careful around this guy. Make sure you have your heals up. No, I already destroyed the thing. Here's my ultimate. Get some extra healing going out. But again, on this build, he's like barely tickling me. It's working pretty well. I mean, you can pick any 2 Munduses you want. You don't have to do the Lord, but I find like having a little extra help is, with health, is beneficial. So we got all 3 statues up in this round. As we get closer to destroying all of them, usually an Addle spawn. So I'm gonna try and build my ultimate here a little bit, so that when I do burn him, he's just gonna get a real good melt on him. Here's the King Gold. Make sure you bash those. Just like the Flame Shapers, they do the same thing. Alright, my ultimate's ready and I'm dying because I'm not paying attention. So, watch it and go crazy on the boss. Just trying to get a real nice burn while he's vulnerable, because once he gets back up, he's invulnerable again. A couple heavy attacks in here. Get my stam back up. It's the first time I've actually had to worry about my resources. Alright, King Gold. Ash. Alright, again, we'll take care of this ad while on those hails on that thing. That way we can kind of negate some of the damage we'll be taking when we burn this boss. Alright, he's down. Not ideal. I should have been on him quicker, but hopefully Implosion will kick in and we'll just burn this dude. Yeah, there we go. So far, so good. My sound's missing. Stupid headset. The chest of champions. Definitely the easiest class I've gone through Maelstrom with so far. Not a big deal. So this guy's doing his heavy attack. When you run through these ads, they hurt you, like I just showed you. Don't do that. Those gold ghosts that come out, you'll want to grab those first, because they'll empower you after you get 3. You can stun everything in the room, so it'll come in handy. I've actually seen the last boss, I think it was BeeKing that did that, or maybe it's LZH. Just stunned the boss right at the beginning and burned him before he had to do any other shit. Skipped the crystals, skipped everything. It's crazy. Crazy town. I'm not that good. So, see, I'm just spinning circles around him. When he spits fire, you can just run circles around him and avoid it. You just want to try and avoid hitting ghosts at the same time, but avoiding the fire is more important because it hurts. But again, we're not a vampire and we have like 20k resist and crit surge and vigor, like, we're okay. So, we'll grab this ghost. Some more AoEs. So now we have this big synergy, and you can use it like right now to destroy these like big ads that give you trouble, like the Daedra. I mean, you can use these sigils whenever you want. I forget. I'm not having trouble, so point really. Ooh, Vigor just went up. I wonder if I do more heals now. No, I'm lead. So, to try and kill these guys fast, and you won't even have to worry about their fire like that. Bitches will heal. You don't want bitches to heal. There's another gold ghost. You can kind of stand in between the ads because they try and empower the enemies as well. So you can just stand in between the gold ghost and the enemy. They'll just like run into you. Yeah, I guess I'll use my ultimate on this guy. And we'll have a third gold ghost here, and we can use it for this next wave, which should be another ogre. And he's stunned, and easy peasy. And we'll have one more day draw. Try and grab this ghost. With it's kind of nice, like with Vicious Ophidian too, you can outrun his flame. Like they'll try and spit fire at you and you can just outrun it. But it really does do a lot of damage. You don't want it to hit you. Running a little low on stamina. So the little chalice looking sigil gives you healing and regen. So if you're having trouble sustaining, you can just grab this one. And then we should be good to go. Let's see, my sustain's at 2100 now, so I gain like 200 stam regen on top of it, plus vigor. These guys try and make their way to the portal, so we'll want to kill them before they get there. Otherwise they end up summoning like a flesh atronach or a bone skeleton guy, one of the two, I don't remember. So, gold ghost. Just keeping my dots in the middle, burning as they get close. Hey, where'd you come from? Spin circles. That way his flame doesn't hit you. Haha. Got it before you did. Neener, neener. Man, these gold ghosts are coming out a lot quicker than I remember. Maybe I'm just killing them slower. So, actually I think there's two and an Ogrim. Might as well drop my ultimate on the Ogrim and stun the other two. That way they can't get there and he can't kill me. Sounds like a winning plan. No, he gets the golden ghost, you bastard. While summoning is being performed, he'll probably get it off because my deep sucks and he's empowered. I think this is the last round before the boss. Yeah, round 5. So, after we kill this first Daedroth, we'll get a big old dragon dude. Once he gets past 50%, I think it is, he has a chance, well, he will, like, knock you back and do massive flame damage like waves. So I like to save my ultimate for once he gets past the 50k part. That way, like, he's just gonna burn at the part where he does the most damage to me. So just drop my ultimate. There's the hit, and I didn't even see it coming, and I survived it because we're so tanky in this build. You didn't have to worry about it. It's insane. Give me that ghost. It's my ghost. I think we got an Ogrim and another Daedroth coming up here before the last boss fight. So we'll just save our ultimate so we can get a good big burn on the boss. Let's get my crit pots ready. Might as well make it easy. Get him down. No need to make the last boss harder than it needs to be. Okay. Ulti bomb, crit pot. Trying to burn him past 75. Now he's going to go up top. We're going to kill the Clanfear by the portal. Fuck it, I'll take more healing up top. Used the sigil before I went up. Now we're just watching him and waiting for him to charge up a heavy attack, and we dodge roll it when it comes out. That. And then we can just carry on. He'll spawn up these little walls that float around the room, and after about 10 seconds or so he'll knock you back, so you just hide behind the wall. That's it. Just do it again. He'll do 2 dodge roll things. That. He'll do another one. To avoid it, if he hits you with it, he'll knock you off, then you have to deal with some more mechanics. Now we got the wall again, so we'll just follow the wall. It just starts moving faster, but you can make this stage last forever. It does do damage over time, so dodge roll. He just keeps doing the same thing over and over. He'll do another thing I need to dodge here. And now he'll knock me down. You can actually jump down preemptively. He knocked me down at the same time. So why not? Grab the sigil, make it easy. We'll enter up and try and get a big burn on him. Fucker. So I grabbed that defensive sigil. I'm reflecting everything he does right back at him. And there we go. Easy mode. And it was flawless, so that's pretty crazy. That's my second flawless run. Not a bad score either, 527. It's not horrible. And I got a Maelstrom Resto. Awesome. I don't need any weapons though, but hopefully you have better luck than me. And hopefully this helped somebody. So again, we're just running Mighty Chuden, Twice Point Star, Vicious Ophidian, and Lover in the Lord. So that's all. Thanks for watching.